Hello, and welcome to our next TMG Fireside Chat. I'm your host, John Mackey. In this episode, actually a series of 4 episodes, we are trying a new approach and mirroring or mimicking the CBS Sports and the PGA Tour with a series of walk and talk conversations. These episodes were recorded while we attended the Fire Suppression Systems Association annual forum in Phoenix at the end of February 2024. In these chats, we talk with Cliff Hartford, Business Development Manager at Victaulic, Luis Gonzalez, President of the Standard Fluids Corporation, Scott Sherman, Chief Operating Officer of TJ Noack Supply in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Todd Stevens, the Operations Manager at IFP, Industrial Fire Protection. We will be dropping 1 to 2 of these chats over the next few weeks while we work towards this year's Masters Tournament, which is scheduled for April 11th through April 14th in Augusta, Georgia. We hope you enjoy this format and the conversation worthwhile, as well as insightful. And as always, please like, follow, share, and subscribe to the TMG Fireside Chat on YouTube, as well as your favorite podcast platform. And now, let's start our walk and talk chat.
Here we are in 18. Standard Fluids sponsored hole. Par 5, 520 some yards. The number 2 men's handicap for Wigwam Red. We're going to start to interview a few folks, capture some information, and have some fun. Viewers, TMG Fireside Chat. Here we are on hole number
7, I believe.
7. We're almost done.
Yeah. Start on 10. A little easier in the front.
Yeah, good. I got you. Well, we're going to do a walk and talk with my friend Cliff Hartford.
It's been a long time.
Well, I see you every year here.
Right.
But we've known each other for a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Probably 15 years or so.
Is it that long?
Maybe 2009. Oh, yeah, it is 15. Yeah. That's good. Good to see you. How are things?
Good. Yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah, very good.
Weather's great.
Yeah.
So,
Arizona in February.
Yeah.
So, nice course. The course seems to be in really good condition.
Yeah, you're still down in golf, right?
What's that?
You're still down in the Gulf Shore area,
Yes,
right?
yeah. I'm,
nice.
Fairhope, Alabama. Where are you at?
Down in Naples, Florida.
Naples. Great spot.
Yeah, love the weather. We love the weather.
It's, especially this time of year. You get to July, it's a little different.
Yeah. And then I like to come up the north.
There you go.
Up New York, yeah.
Very good. So this is the first podcast you and I have ever done. We've known each other for a while, right? But talk a little bit about who you work for and what you do and where you fit in the whole special hazards FSSA.
So we got the jets behind us.
We have the F-35s taking off.
Absolutely. But so I work for Victaulic now.
Yep.
And I run or spearhead the business development efforts on the fire protection side for Victaulic.
Yep.
Meaning that we're focused on owners, end users, engineers, and risk consultants primarily as our main focus. And as far as the special hazards, well, I mean, everybody knows Victaulic as a fittings and couplings, but we're also a complete 100% water-based fire protection company.
Yeah.
So we get sprinklers, valves, devices, and what have you. But
and water mist or
well,
line, right?
it's a hybrid system, so it's vortex. So our foothold into the special hazard industry is vortex. So that's a hybrid solution, and we're excited about it with the recent addition of NFPA 770 for hybrid systems.
Okay.
And we just got some FM approvals for our vortex solution. So it's 98%, 99.9% nitrogen, a little bit of water. Yeah. It gives you that hybrid median, which is perfect for envelopes that you're concerned about room integrity. Yeah. Right? So we don't have to worry about the venting, pushing out doors, all that stuff. Yeah. So it's a nice solid solution. We're very, very happy about it, especially with the state of the environment right now, right? Everybody wants to go clean and green, and you can't really get any cleaner and greener than nitrogen and water.
Exactly, right? Two basic elements that we're around every day, right? That's cool. As we walk up to your shot, so, first, great drive.
Oh, yeah.
That we always put the driver stick right on the
I just knew we were going to do this, so I had to make sure it was in the fairway.
Very good. Very good. All right. So your tee shot was 95 yards short. Not short, but I mean, like, great shot. How far did that ball run?
No, it ran most of the way. I just barely got over the water, to be honest with you.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, but it was good. It had a lot of legs on it.
Good.
And now we're sitting pretty for a birdie.
You got two options.
Yeah, we got some options up there, which is great.
All right. So obviously you and I see each other at the FSSA every year.
Correct.
We see each other at NFPA, out and about. AFSA, we've seen each other hung out. So what's your take with FSSA, the role it plays for the partnership between the FSSA and Victaulic, and what you guys, look forward to at the forum every year?
Well, I think it's a vital partnership with Victaulic and any society, and FSSA is just as important as any of them, even though it's kind of for us, kind of just sits as an outlier, right? But because we're primarily water-based, but it gets us in front of the other, I guess, outside of our integrators or our support staff or installers. It also gets us in front of some of the engineers and other key players or manufacturers in the industry, so we can really take a deeper dive into what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're not really focused 100% of the time just based on water. Right? So coming here is vital to our success in the special hazards market, just because we're not on that pulse day in and day out.
Yeah, and I'd agree. What I like about this association is that you have a strong mix between manufacturers like you and installers. You have consultants like me, other engineers, right? Other, influencers, if you will, across the space.
Right.
No other association, you're going to get that group.
No, absolutely.
Especially in a small, manageable setting.
Yeah.
Right? 250, 300.
And that's another great thing about this. It's small enough where everybody knows everybody, but everybody's comfortable around everybody. So you can freely talk, not that anybody's sharing anything, but you can freely talk about everything and anything, fire protection, special hazards related. So it's an event that I think our organization looks forward to, and internally we look forward to as well.
That's great. Well, Cliff, your group there scared that birdie pretty good.
Yes, we did. We've been scaring them all day, John, unfortunately.
You had both sides of that hole covered.
Yes, we did.
All right, so we talked about Victaulic, we talked about the role of FSSA, personal stuff, How's your son?
Oh, he's doing great.
Yeah,
still in the Air Force.
Very good. Where's he based at?
Mendenhall, the UK.
Okay.
Just north of London, and he's heading over to Turkey for a year and then off to Japan. So he just re-upped. He's doing very, very well. Thanks for asking.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. How long has he been in?
7
years. Now? Okay. When I was in the Navy, we called it a rate. I'm not sure what today's military refers to, your MOS or your job.
He's a senior staff sergeant. He's in logistics.
Okay.
But he's looking to cross-train out and get into more of the special hazards. Okay. When I say that, it's nothing like what we do, right? So he wants to be more
truly special.
Yes, he wants to be embedded with like the Navy SEALs, and those guys, and do I guess the work he can't talk about or they can't talk about. So as a parent, it scares me a little bit, but excited for him. And that's what he wants to do. And I support him 100%.
That's great. That's great. Those that cover my podcast, we did a reunion of my ship that I commissioned in 1988. We decommissioned it Labor Day weekend last year.
Awesome.
So 100 of my shipmates, the guys I served, all got back together.
Oh, I bet you that was I can't say it on air here, but I imagine that was a good time.
It was, and the ability, and I think your son's experiencing this, the things that you do at that young age in the military, those are relationships and bonds that you don't necessarily really understand today, but when you 30 years later, you truly understand how impactful they are and who you are and how you run businesses, and how you lead people, and how you just relate. Yeah. All right. So, thank you to your son for his service. And, really, proud of what, his journey. Right?
Yes,
Judy too, so.
we are very proud as parents for his journey as well.
Yeah.
And the other two are doing well. You know, RJ's up in Vermont, working at a ski resort, so he's enjoying that. And then Brianna's down in Naples, Florida with us.
You guys.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, so everything's
good
great.
stuff. Yeah. All right, man. Well, awesome next to you.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Really appreciate the time.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Grab some bourbon later.
All right, sounds good.
See ya.